Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Pumpkin Pigs back with another video, and let's get right to it. So, France versus Spain, 5-4, as you can see right here behind me. So, first of all, the thought process coming up to this match was basically the two contenders of the Ballon d'Or is Lamine Yamal and Dembele. Do I think that the winner of this match should be the deciding factor for the Ballon d'Or? No, because it does depend on how you work throughout the whole entire year. But Lamine Yamal, I just think with the way football is right now and how it always is, the sport of football, it can't be narrowed down to just goals and assists. It has to be on impact. And the truth is that my point maintains consistent. Lamine Yamal as a whole affects literally the whole game. He's literally a cheat code. Dembele is not a cheat code. He's thriving in the PSG system, but I just think you look at Dembele's play and what he brings to the table. You look at Lamine Yamal and basically how effective he's been in the last 3-4 months. This dude is insane. Lamine Yamal is a cheat code. He proved it again in this match, and the fact that Dembele, I think by the time he had left the pitch, it was 5-1 or maybe 4-0 for Spain. He leaves the pitch, and then France start to make a comeback. Like, that just makes it even worse. Dembele did not play good in this game. If anything, I thought the best player in France, again in this team, showed to be Mbappe. So, like, how are you going to be like last year when everyone said Rodrigo deserved to win the Ballon d'Or? I'm like, bro, how does Rodrigo deserve to win the Ballon d'Or? Because he won the Euros. Even though every time Spain got in the pitch, he was freaking outclassed by Lamine Yamal. He was outclassed by Fabian Ruiz. And I even thought he was outclassed by Carvajal. Like, there was 3 players that were constantly making better performances than he was. So, I think all this crap about, like, oh, just because they win the Champions or the Euros, they deserve to win the Ballon d'Or. I just don't think that's how football works. Not in my brain, and I think that's like the basically common knowledge. It's up until now. It's up until now where people are saying, oh, it's really only because of last year's Ballon d'Or winner, and that's because everyone just hates Vinicius. Everyone loves Rodrigo for whatever freaking reason. I don't freaking know. But let's get right to this game because I'm yapping too much. So this is the lineup for Spain. Cucurella, Hudson, who played a fantastic match, and honestly, if anything, this game made me happy for Madrid. And then Zubameni, who I don't know why he was playing this role. Pedri, Moreno, like, Spain were not playing with their starting XL, and that's the scary part. Nico Williams, blah, 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 Lamine Yamal, yeah, you get it. And then you go to France, and I just got to say, France, this is what pisses me off about France. Why is Lenglet playing? Why is Rabiot playing? Yeah, Koundé, he's not here right now. I'm sure that would have made a big difference. But, like, there's just a lot of players. Like, I just don't understand how in 2025, Rabiot could still be starting. I think he was so wasteful. What's that one player that came in? I would always hear about him. And he scored a banger goal. So what's his name? Shirky, whatever his name is. That dude was balling. So I just think if the problem with this game and the problem with France has been how loyal Deschamps has been to some specific players, and I'm convinced that Rabiot's parents have something against freaking Deschamps because Rabiot is trash. Rabiot was only good his first year in PSG. Other than that, he's been absolutely irrelevant. I don't know how he managed to go to Juventus, and I think he's in Marseille now, but he's trash. He's not good. And yeah, I mean, this game is also pretty much injustice. Like, you look at this game, it's funny because there's like 2 narratives, I feel like. First of all, you look at this game and you think, yeah, it's a close game, but Spain were at one point losing or winning 4-0, or I think even 5-1. So basically a 4-goal differences. And then you also look at the stats and you say France were just like really wasteful, and they deserved to score a couple more goals. So at the end of the day, I do think this was a fair representation of the match as far as like who I do think Spain deserved to win. At the end of the day, they were more clinical, but France were just so wasteful. I thought their keeper, I forget what his name is. He didn't have a good game. On top of that, France didn't have their. I just think they made poor choices in their starting lineup. But Deschamps, I just think France can no longer go anywhere with Deschamps. Deschamps has to change as a manager, and the worst part is that he's gonna be the manager during basically the prime era of France. Because next World Cup, I feel like most of these players will be too old already. I think it will be 4 World Cups that he was the coach in. 2020, 2014, 2018, 2022, 2026. Yeah, 4 World Cups. So that's like almost basically 2 generations. So in my opinion, France, they need to just sack Deschamps. I know he's expected to leave. It seems like Zidane is waiting for that role, but dude, just give up the freaking role. You're trash. You're a trash manager. And on top of that, like France have too good of a generation to be playing this pragmatic football. Okay, Spain. Do I think they're gonna win the Nation League's final? Yes, they are freaking good. And the scary thing about them is that they weren't even playing their full team. Fabian Ruiz wasn't playing. And on top of that, you look at these players and like they don't have a big name. It really just is that Spanish freaking coach. Like their coach is good. This is an Atletico Madrid player. I mean, Cucurella, like he had a good season, but he was cooked. Like it's been like this for the past couple years now, basically ever since the World Cup. Once these players get together, they just freaking cook. It is so weird because they're not big names. I don't rate Nico Williams. He's not a high scoring player, but he puts on the Spain shirt and he cooks. I have a hard time saying his name, but the rest of that player, he cooks. Pedri, yeah, there's not much to say about him. Like, and they're missing 2 of their best midfielders. Spain by far have the best midfield. They're gonna have Rodri here and Fabian Ruiz here. So Spain is scary. I think Spain are favorites to win the next World Cup, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, comment what you think. Follow me for more. Subscribe. Look at my TikTok. Pumpkin Picks. Ow!